everyone. How's everyone been doing so far? I hope everything's going good. I'm gonna do another drawing, baby. Yeah. I haven't drawn in a long time, and I was shocked. You know, I'm really sorry once again. I haven't been doing videos. I've been busy. I got a job, luckily, and been working. And it's been keeping me busy. But long story short, I came on. You know, I haven't been on about a week, 2 weeks, and I saw all the support, all the new subscribers. Really excited. So I'm definitely going to try to keep making one once a week. And thanks, everybody. I'm excited. I can't thank you guys enough. So today I'm going to teach you how to draw a favorite, Yoda. So let's get started with this. I'm going to teach this one because for this one I'm actually, you know, I'm looking at a reference photo. So I'm going to teach it, you know, how I would draw it. I'm just going to do the face because the face is so different. And I'm going to teach it as if, you know, just using basic shapes like I always do, teaching you how to develop form and shapes. So let's get started. I'm using 0.5 mechanical and maybe just sketch around first, you know, on the paper, get a feel for it. And for this I'm going to do, the shape of his head isn't really a circle. It's almost like a coconut shape when you look at it. So the top of the head, it's really kind of domey, almost like a mountain or a coconut shape. And then towards the middle it gets very wide. So follow this basic shape kind of. Then as it gets towards the bottom of the face, it gets a little skinnier again. So that's kind of the basic form we'll start with. Almost like an egg, but not as much because the outside parts get wider. So that's something to make sure of. So start with that shape. And then the eyes. Make a line right in the middle. The eyes kind of sit there, right in the middle mark. Then the mouth is here. Then the nose, right in this area. And it's very basic. Like I said, it's, you know, you gotta have an idea of how facial features are. The nose sits there. I'm just making a mark. And the eyes, very big. I'm going to draw the eye sockets themselves instead of sketching the eyes. So the eye sockets are pretty big, almost like this. Then you have another one here. And once again, this is a sketch. You know, it's in my own style. It's not going to look like a super hyper realistic or anything, but just enough to learn how to draw. And then, so I'm sketching these shapes in. So for the brow above it, make sure you get this. You got your basic kind of eye socket shapes, and the brow, much like a human brow, you know, above the eyes, comes down, and then you have another side. So we got that form in. Right now it probably looks weird because, you know, it's just the basic forms. Then for the ears are about almost as long as it's almost as long as the face itself. So kind of judge by eye. So I'm using a measurement about that width. So about that width, not too long, but just mark it. They start a little above the eye, and they go out about that long, and then I'm just sketching the shapes, and I'm not finalizing anything yet. And then same on this side, it kind of juts out. You know, make it look cool, make it have its own little style. But that's kind of the basic form of Yoda right now. Now that we got that, now the fun part begins! So here's the fun part. Now we're going to put all the finishing little lines and things. And for the neck, kind of comes in. So here's where it's got a lot of creases, because, you know, skin's very old. It's got creases and things. The force is strong with you. Use the force, Steven. I can't do a Yoda impersonation right now. Normally I can do it. This is true. You are not good at this. Can't do one. Oh, so anyway, let's start with the eyes. General eye is like a human eye. You know, the skin overlaps on the top. Crap! Oh man, my pencil blade broke. Down the bottom. Should make them little sad eyes. You make me look. You make me look old. I am not old, am I? You're making me look like old man. I cannot do a Yoda impersonation today. So your eyes got like that little creases. I'm so old. I'm so old but extremely powerful. So that's like that one eye. You know, just follow the creases of the skin. Where the neck is, I'm going to do a couple of creases for the neck. And remember, different lines, different line weights, they all make a difference on the appearance. So I'm not worried about the rest, I'm just showing you where the body is. The mouth, very, very important you get the mouth just right. His lips kind of crease. He's got these little lips and on little curves to each little, oh man, I can't speak. I can't think! My brain can't think! His mouth has several different variety of curves. It's not just a straight curve. It's almost like a bunch of little ridges like that. And you know, he's got a lip under it. It's something like that. Oh yeah, there we go! Looking good! Then for the nose, it's almost like another little shape. Little shape like that. Almost like a jelly bean, and it's got some little, it's got a bulge on the top there, but his nose looks like that. He's got the two little nostrils. And then his mouth, like that. You want to make that shape, you know, just like realistic anatomy of an elderly person. And then with the same thing with the chin. That's why I like drawing older people, because they have a lot of detail and they have a lot of the forms. And just make these little curved lines. And of course I'm going to shade it all in to really add effect, but the curve. And then for this eye, same thing with this eye. And make sure you get the eyes pretty. You want him to look very peaceful, and that's something that, you know, is amazing about his character, the way it looks. So with the eyes, be very careful about kind of how you draw the skin around it, how you draw the eyes themselves. You want them to look peaceful, content, you know, very at peace. And high cheekbones are here, so he's got these cheekbones. Same with this side, so make sure you jut the cheekbones out like that. And in the middle, just a couple of lines. Don't make these lines too prominent, but you know, just like variety of lines in the nose. Then for the nose, it's got creases, and the creases all arch upward like that. That's what I told you, that I'm Yoda. Because I'm Yoda. Then above here, these little eyes, where we made the brow. This is going to be dark. So for now, I'm just going to lightly hatch it in. I'm not going to work values too much. Same on this side. Because it's the brow. Then in here, hatch it a little more. And hatching is an amazing technique. You can create so many beautiful images just by hatching, cross-hatching. And, you know, that's about it for the eye here. Cheekbone. And then when the cheekbone comes in, it kind of comes inward. Then for the head, the trick is with the head, you don't want to make it a straight line up. As I was saying, the trick with the head is, don't make it a straight line up. In other words, you don't want it to look like this just domes up. What happens is there's little curves, like there's a curve there that dips in, and then there's another little curve there. So it's got this little texture form, and then towards the top, you know, kind of like that. So it's very, very subtle, but it's amazing because it really absolutely makes a difference to how his head looks. Very subtle little curves, and that's something, you know, you really learn a lot about drawing is actually I'm going to make it a little bigger. Something's bothering me. It looks like it's a little too small, so make it just a little bigger. But that's what you find about drawing, that people who can draw anime or manga or any kind of really simplistic stuff, I absolutely envy them. I think they are geniuses. I really do. I feel like they are masters of what they do, because it just blows me away. Because when you're doing, you know, little subtle lines have such a powerful effect. And I wish I was, crap, my pencil like it's right here. Subtle lines have such powerful effects. And I just really wish I was better at it. I wish, there's so much I need to learn and improve on, and that's kind of what's going on with drawing in general. You always need to learn. So then for the rest, let's erase the guidelines for the eyes and all in here. So any little guidelines you see, just kind of erase. That looks better with the head. And then for the top, it's got little creases. You can make one line here, kind of. Don't make it exact even line, but another here, and then one down the middle. So divide into 3 parts, then kind of make these little creases on each part, but you don't want to see the lines. You know, because there's not really a line there. I'm just using it as a guideline to make the marks. Just kind of like that. Oh, yeah, baby! He's looking like Yoda! The force is strong with you, Stephen. You draw. Draw you can. But can you draw me? I do not think you can draw Yoda. So it's kind of like that, these little ridges in his head. Just very subtle hatches. Almost kind of like that. So you basically got this shape. Then each one you want to add shadow, because the different planes of the head, the way they affect it. But add shadow consistently on the left. That'll give it more depth. And then for this one, maybe on the right where it's coming down. So just hatch each one. Because that's what makes detail, is when you put little lines on areas, you know, you affect the whole drawing like that. And then you can add some more little creases and things. That's the basic shape of the form. And then the eyes, just regular pupils, and they fit. You don't want to make them too big or too small. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, yeah! I got it. I think I nailed that one. And then this one, same thing, not too big, not too small. And just like little humans, little pupil in the middle. Make them look very at peace. Make a little highlight if you want. Little highlight. Then for this, so little eyes, that's what I did. Oh man, that looks like Yoda! I'm Yoda! And then last but not least, the ears. We'll do this fairly quickly because I don't want to put too much time. Where ears just kind of, like I said before, don't make a straight line. Make these little kind of different ridges, different widths. That's something about the ear. They get wider at points. And they crease. The flaps get wider, and it's dark within the ear. So right in here you want to make it dark. And make it lines that contrast the head. make different lines. I'm going to shade it in later to finish the drawing. But same thing on this ear. This kind of curves up a little more. Don't make the ear symmetrical or look kind of dull. So make this come up. Kind of like that. And same thing, you know, darken it towards in here. I'm going to go back and shade everything final. And last but not least, the hair. The hair is the tricky part. I think for the hair I'm just going to use my very light pencil. His cloth, a little bit of the cloth. Oh yeah, baby! Then I think I'm going to use a light pencil, 0.3, and just going to sketch little hair. It's very hard when you do pencil because his hair is gray. So, you know, when you're looking at a pencil thing, when it comes to the hair, you can't make white lines, obviously. So you just got to use pencil and get texture. So all I'm doing is making his hair. His hair is like ruffled. It's different lines, and you can see. Oh yeah. You can see different angles and things. So make it curly. Crap! This lead keeps breaking. I'm using 0.3 lead, by the way, very small. But you can kind of see I'm just making these lines. And trick with doing little stubbles like this. Make sure you start it. This is just a suggestion. You don't have to do this, but I always start it at the base of where the root's coming from, and I drag it. Like when you get used to inking stuff, that's what a lot of artists do when they ink. They start at the point where they're starting, then they bring it so they get that nice, crisp line. Otherwise, if you start there, it's going to make it look wider at the end. I hope that makes sense. You know, just add a couple. You don't want to overdo it. I'll just add a few more on this side. And make sure it's fluffy, ruffled, you don't want to do it too much. That's pretty much the finished drawing. Make a couple that kind of loop around. The hair is hard to do. I'm going to take some off the top. Give him a haircut. There we go. There we go. Just take some off the top because usually it's the sides that have a lot more. That's what was bothering me a little. It's no big deal. Just and the top will have a little less. That's the finished drawing, everyone. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Check out all my how to draw videos. And thanks everyone. I appreciate it a lot. All the support. And there's Yoda. Thanks everybody. Thank you.